Not San Francisco, not Los Angeles, not Moscow, and not Paris, but Jerusalem will be at the heart of end-time events. In the darkest of times, God sent hope to Israel by appointing a protector, none other than the Archangel Michael. Michael, the protector of Israel, stands with God's people, not only as mentioned in the Bible, but even today. Whenever Israel faces difficulties, God continues to show his presence, strengthening Israel amid conflict. Join us in watching this video until the end to witness the love that God has for Israel. Please join us in prayer so that we can all live in God's embrace. God sent his angel to protect Israel. Despite over 2,500 years of scattering and persecution, the people of Israel have survived. Furious attempts to annihilate them, from the Babylonians to Queen Isabella to Hitler, have all failed. The survival of the Jewish people, while many other nations have disappeared, is a testament to their divine protection. In recent years, God has restored the nation of Israel and blessed her abundantly. In just 100 years, Israel's Jewish population has grown by an astonishing 7.7% through mass Jewish immigration. Israel remains the epicenter of global challenges, but it's clear that God has never abandoned his promised land. As his chosen people, Israel is blessed, and God has sent his angel, Michael, to protect them. Michael, an archangel in pure spirit created by God, serves as a messenger of great importance to humanity. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing a celestial vision above Israeli armored vehicles resembling a swarm of angels. This event, seen as a divine shield, energized Israeli troops and instilled fear and awe in their foes. Many believe this was a sign of divine intervention, protecting Israel at a critical moment and highlighting the resilience of the Israeli people. Historically, when the Jewish state was born in May 1948, 5 Arab armies, Egypt, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Iraq, immediately invaded Israel, expecting an easy victory. However, the Arab armies faced a humiliating defeat at the hands of Jewish militias. Israel's strength and perseverance, along with what many believe to be God's intervention, were crucial. In the Six-Day War of 1967, Israel was again attacked by Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq, who sought to wipe Israel off the map. Despite the overwhelming odds, Israel emerged victorious, gaining control of the Sinai, Golan Heights, Gaza, the West Bank, and for the first time in 2,500 years, all of Jerusalem. Bible scholars view this as God's preparation for Christ's millennial rule from Jerusalem. In October 1973, Egyptian and Syrian forces launched a surprise attack on Israel during Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. Despite initial successes by the attackers, Israel once again managed to defend itself, a testament to both their resilience and what many believe to be divine protection. Despite the surprise and heavy losses, Israel, with urgent help from the U.S., once again defeated the attack. It seems the God of Israel intervened, even when they were unprepared. In early December 2016, a strange storm cloud of dust and rain created a barrier between Israel and ISIS. Reports say the storm stopped at the Syrian border, unable to enter Israel's Golan Heights. Many believe God intervened to prevent ISIS from entering Israel. This event is seen as a modern example of God's protection. In the future, the imminent Gog and Magog war against Israel will demonstrate to the world that God still protects his people. When Russian and Islamic armies come against Israel from the north, God has promised to help Israel. However, this protection can be conditional. When Israel walked away from their God and protector, these promises seemed not to apply, and Israel was scattered throughout the nations for about 2,500 years. Today, a similar scenario is unfolding. Most of Israel's 8 million inhabitants do not recognize Jesus as their promised Messiah. According to prophecy, Israel will go through a time of great trouble in the near future. It will be a time of refining until they recognize their true Messiah. To understand the important message or task given to Michael, we first need to look at his appearances in sacred scripture. The first mention of the Archangel Michael does not appear until the book of Daniel. The prophet has a vision of an angelic being, identified as the Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel reveals to Daniel the spiritual resistance he faced while trying to convince the Persian king Cyrus to let the Jewish people return to Israel. Gabriel was unable to complete the task on his own and enlisted the help of Michael. Later in Daniel, the Archangel Michael reappears in a prophetic vision of the end of the world. Daniel 12:1. This is the first time we see Michael as a protector of the people of Israel, saving them from their enemies. Michael's most memorable appearance in the Bible is in the book of Revelation, where he is seen as the head of a heavenly army, casting a great dragon down to earth. Revelation 12:7-9. Michael is depicted as a powerful warrior who can defeat Satan and protect us from spiritual enemies. Saint Michael will continue his mission of being present and protecting his people, especially Israel. He is known as the protector of the people of God, the champion of every faithful soul in strife with evil forces. Throughout history, he has been seen as a special guardian of the children of Israel, offering comfort and protection in times of sorrow or conflict. God's angels, like Michael, are watching over us. Angels are sent by God to bring messages of hope, protect, comfort, serve, carry out his judgment, and give him praise. Many believe that angels are still among us today, guarding us in all our ways. God's promise to send an angel ahead to guard us along the way is a reminder of his faithfulness and protection. In the Old Testament, God manifested his presence by a visible glowing cloud signifying his glory, and Israel was led by a pillar of fire and a cloud. In the New Testament, Jesus Christ was often accompanied by a similar cloud. Revelation 1:7 says, "Behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him, even those who pierced him." This reminds us of God's continued presence and protection. Michael and other angels serve as powerful reminders of God's faithfulness to believers. They have a central role in God's redemptive work, protecting his people and guiding them through challenges. We can be confident that God still works in powerful ways, sending his angels to protect, guide, and bring us closer to him.